Hello everyone. Today we are discussing about the netstat command which is used in Linux. So why we use this command? It is basically to get information about network connections, routing tables, interface statistics, and so on. So now we'll discuss what it actually does. So if I just type netstat, it will display to me all the listening and non-listening ports which are connected. So it will give information about that. If I want to view, there's an option for this as well. If you want to view listening and non-listening ports, you can just type netstat -a, which will give you the same information. If I want to view only the TCP details of listening and non-listening ports, you just have to type netstat a and then T for TCP. So with this you get to know listening and non-listening for TCP. If you want to know for UDP, you have just replaced T with U, so you'll get information of that. Now if you want to view only which are in listening state, so you'll have netstat -L, so which will show all the ports which are in listening state. If you can further do that with TCP and UDP as well. So this is one more command. Now if you want to view statistics, which I mentioned that it is important to get information statistics, we can just type netstat -S for statistics. So it will give details about all the TCP UDP connections and in detail. And if you want to see only about TCP, you just type netstat -ST, UDP netstat -SU, which will give statistics about UDP connections. Okay, I'll just clear the screen now. Now if you want to display the PID and program names, we can type netstat -P. So this will help us to see which port is used by which program. So this is one command which you can use along with -P option. And if you don't want to resolve host ports and usernames, we can just type -N for that. So for example, if you type netstat -A, it will give all the listening and non-listening ports, right? So if you put a N, it will not resolve host ports and username. So this command is useful for that. Now there's one more command. If you want to view the netstat continuously, you can type -C for continuous output. So you can see after every few seconds it will generate a netstat for us. So I'll just exit this by pressing Ctrl C. So this was one of those, and yeah, there's one more command, netstat verbose. So what this will do is it will provide non-supportive address families which are there on the system. So it will provide listening and non-listening ports, and at the end it will provide which all support they are not providing. So these are the address families which are not supported, so which can be viewed by netstat -verbose command. Okay, so the next thing is, if you want to display kernel routing information, you can just type netstat -R. So it will give us the netstat routing kernel routing information. Now if you want to see which port a program is running, you can just type netstat -AP. So P stands for which I explained earlier, the PID and program names, and -A is for listening and non-listening. So if you want to view it for a particular port, so if you want to view which port SSH is running, we can write it like this. So it will show for SSH. Now if you want to see for which program is using port 80, we can use this command, so it will show. So we have to be root in order to see that, so I'll just press sudo and give my password. So currently there's no program which is using port 80, so this will be blank. Now if we want to view the network interfaces information, we can type the command netstat -i, which will provide the network interfaces which are there. So it is E0 and loopback interface L0. So if you want to view more extended information regarding the interfaces, we can type -IE for that, which will give us. Okay, so I'll just clear this so that it is more clear for you. So this is what it will show. Now you can, if you see this, you will come to know that this command is similar to ifconfig. So if you type ifconfig, it also gives the same details. So netstat -IE and ifconfig gives the same details. So these two are similar. That's it for netstat command. I hope you have understood all those options which we have discussed. Thank you. Have a good day.